again, we really appreciate any support. If you listen to, buy, stream, pirate our music, that's all good by us. Maybe, don't know. I just said that no. Hello friends, family, fans and potential fans of Something Once Forgotten. Today we're going to go under the hood of the song Groove 7 from the Straight to the Spine EP that was released in August and September 2020. Just going to give you a little insight into some of the inner workings of the song, some of the things that are going on in the mix, some of the things we have to deal with, and a little bit of trivia about the song, just so when you hear it next, some of these things might pop out if they aren't already, if you're not already aware of them. So let's get stuck in. When I was mixing this song, my interpretation was to make it very technological and almost semi-synthetic, so had a bit of a fake feel or a digital kind of feel, robotic almost to some of these instruments. So that's something that you'll hear all the way through, and I'm just going to give you a few examples. So just listening to Mark's guitars, I'll play two of them and then I'll solo one so you can hear it. It sounds very fuzzy, almost toy-like. And that sort of artificial feels repeated on other instruments, like on the drums, on the kick pedal. When you hear the drums in the mix, it sounds fine, but there is a sort of a fuzziness or a fluffiness on the kick pedal that we put in there. And even in the bass sound in the bridge, a lot of the meat has been stripped away and made it sound very tinny and very metally. A lot of the vocals have a lot of different effects, in particular in the first verse, and that was almost forced upon us. Normally, I would record the vocals, but the first half of the vocals on this particular song was recorded by Yanni, our drummer, I think at his place, and they did it over the course of several weeks. And sometimes what can happen is from one session to the next, the singer can sound quite different. You can see that there are there are about 5 or 6 layers of vocals. Now these were probably done on different sessions, and so each vocal actually sounds a little bit different. If I play them, you'll actually hear the differences without any effects on.
It's kinda stupid, this fascination. A whole of souls, a one emotion driving pulse, our motivation like a siren call.
Okay, so you can see that, yes, some volume changes, but when we took the best lines and the best delivery of each one, they just weren't matching up. And in the mix, it sounded like 6 different recordings. So in the end, we just put different kind of effects to make it sound like this artificial world that you're in. They're all very subtle, but they make the vocals blend in and have each line have its own character. And this is what it sounds like soloed and then in the mix.
It's kinda stupid, this fascination. A whole of souls, a one emotion driving pulse, our motivation like a siren call. It's kinda stupid, this fascination. A whole of souls, a one emotion driving pulse, our motivation like a siren call.
So that was just a way of almost deliberately mixing it up, but making it sound like it still belonged together. Another cool little effect on the vocal was right before we hit the middle section of the song. I got to use one of my favorite toys, which I just don't use as often as I probably should, the old Boss Digital Delay DD6, where you can actually, as it's delaying, you can change the dials and it sort of morphs and manipulates the sound. You'll hear it here in the mix, and then I'll solo it so you can hear it in all its glory. Another little trick we did was there's a cool little high-pitched guitar towards the end. I think it's the second verse or second chorus, and It was something that we were toying with, saying, oh, there needs to be something that does this cool little repetitive high-pitched guitar thing. And Mark was just fluffing around with a few ideas, and we grabbed a section of the guitar and just looped it over and over and over again. And it sounds awesome. Taking a more technical tone, I want to acknowledge Yanni's awesome drumming in this bridge section. The reason this song is called Groove 7, highly original as it may be, and we're not that good at musical theory, but let's see if we can get this right, is we felt the song was groovy. There's that. But most songs are in 4/4 timing or can be easily counted to 4 or 8 in beats before they repeat. And this one is done in 7. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, etc., ours stops at 7, a beat short. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which makes it sound a little bit awkward. This bridge part, Yanni plays his toms, pretty much his entire kit, up to 7, but the hi-hat plays at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So check it out in the mix, and then I'm going to solo it, and it's awesome to try and hear what he's doing on the kit in that 7 time, and then what he's doing on the hi-hat, which is a completely different time signature. I don't know whether my finger drumming and mouthing of numbers helped at all, and you can clearly tell we're not the most proficient when it comes to music theory. 2 more things that we did in the mix. One was on the final section of the bridge on Kel's vocals. We threw a stack of effects on there. This is just the vocals. Animate my soul digitally. I'll take it all and blow it into space. And just the effect. Animate my soul digitally. I'll take it all and blow it into space. Lastly, sometimes when you're mixing a song and it's been sitting there for a long time getting slowly developed, there are little things in there that you know you'll get rid of because they just don't fit, or it's a mistake, or there's a sound that you're going to change, but then you hear it that many times that you think, no, that's now part of the song. And that was the case with Mark's guitars right at the end. The guitar was initially supposed to be quite a tight kind of section, and just the bits in between the notes were sort of popping out really high-pitched and squeaky like a digitally ravenous mouse. And that was always going to be cleaned up and fixed. And yet we ended up loving it, and we feel it really adds to the theme. In particular, it's in the guitar and the left speaker. So that's a bit of an insight into the song Groove 7 and what went into making the song and mixing the song as well. There are more of these Under the Hood videos available on our channel, as well as lyric videos and the like. The links to all the usual places where you can stream and download and share our music are down below as usual. Once more, we thank you for your support. We love making our music. We just hope there are a handful of people out there who enjoy listening to it as much as we like making it. Thanks very much. See you next time.